Welcome to the channel. I am Lard Lizard. This is World of Tanks Blitz, and we are going to be reviewing the Object 752. The Object 752 is in the store right now for the next 16 hours, and you can buy it for 12,500 gold. This is probably one of the best store buys I've ever seen. 752 is such a good tank. And let's go over the stats. It has a 2-shot auto loader hitting for 430 a shot, and it has 2,533 damage per minute, 16.37 second magazine reload time, and then in between shells it's a 4-second interclip. 2 shells, average penetration. One of the big problems with the 752 is the gun turn limit elevation is only 10 degrees. That's not very good, but it has 8 degrees of gun depression, which is very good. It's 42.32 tons. It has a 15% chance of fire when engine is hit, and top speed is 38 kilometers an hour, and the reverse is 12. The reverse is kind of not very good. Average speed is 30, power to weight ratio is 14, and hull turn rate is 35.82. We are comparing tanks on blitzstars.com. In the first column we have the Object 752. In the second column we have the M5 Yo, and in the very last, the third column, we have the BZ176. Every one of these tanks is an auto loader with 2 shells. The 752 has way more damage per minute than both the Yo and the BZ. Penetration, the 752 has 245 on its standard, and it's just 1 less penetration than the Yo, but it has 5 more penetration than the 176. Now, alpha, it has the lowest alpha at 430 a shot, but 430 is still a very good chunky alpha. 450 on the Yo, 560 on the BZ176. The BZ176, it pretty much only has alpha. All 3 of these have 2 shells. The 752 has a 122 millimeter gun, the Yo has a 120, and the BZ176 has a 160 millimeter gun. Shell velocity is okay at 862. The Yo has 1,173, which is really good, and the BZ has horrible shell velocity at 600. Okay, aim time. The 752 actually has the worst aim time, which is surprising. And dispersion is kind of average on all 3 of them. Gun depression is 8 on the 752, 8 on the Yo, but only 6 on the BZ176. But you can see that the gun elevation on the 752 is only 10 degrees, and on the Yo it's 18 degrees, and on the BZ176 it is 15 degrees. Sometimes this is going to make it hard to aim up and hit tanks. Top speed and mobility, the 752 is the fastest at 38 kilometers an hour. Going forward, 12 in reverse. Better than the Yo and the BZ176. When it comes to power to weight ratio, the Yo has a little bit better power to weight ratio. 752 is about even with the BZ176. And then when it comes to no mod traverse, the 752 turns way faster than the M5 Yo, and it's about the same as the BZ176. We do not have a credit coefficient. View range is the same all across the board with 269. The hit points is 2,050 for the 752 and the Yo, but the BZ176 has 50 more hit points at 2,100. And the Object 752 has a much better armor profile than the BZ176, and it's a little bit better than the M5 Yo, and you can see it on the numbers there. When it comes to win rate overall, there's 3,233 people playing the Object 752, and it has an almost 58% win rate. That is crazy. This tank is so good. The M5 Yo has 1,362 people playing, with a 50% win rate, and the BZ176 has 261 people playing with a 54.47 win rate. We are on Armor Inspector. We are checking the armor of the Object 752. We are getting shot by a KPZ-70. As you can see, the armor frontally is actually really good. You do have these two hatches you need to worry about, but it's an oscillating turret, so you can hide them a little bit by wiggling the gun and pointing the gun all the way up. 8 degrees of gun depression, so let's hold down. It's not bad. You do have this little hatch here, but that's not the easiest target to hit. Also, when you hold down after you shoot, you can point your gun back up and they have nothing but turret, so that's really nice. Side scraping, it does actually have pretty good side scraping abilities. A couple spots they can pin, but it's really a weird side scrape, so they're really gonna have to know their stuff if they want to pin this thing. And then let's check the premium on the KPZ-70. And the KPZ-70 with premium and calibrated can pretty much blow right through. Enhanced armor might help a little bit, but honestly, I don't know. Enhanced armor might do enough to help you get a couple more bounces. Let's check the standard. Does not really help on the standard. Let's see if you can get HE'd. You can get HE'd in the engine deck and the back of the turret, especially running calibrated. So you gotta watch out for that, as you can see. And we have a replay of the Object 752. It is not an ace. To get an ace in this tank, you need to have almost 6,000 damage and a crazy amount of XP. But we are bottom tier, and we are going up against an E100, a Hori, Risserante, CS59, a Destiny, an E50, and a Tortoise. So we are going to be going over to the right side. Looks like some of the team is going right, some of the team is going left. But you can see the speed on this tank is very good for how much armor it has, and it's a really good heavy tank. Like, it has good speed, at least going forward. The reverse speed's kind of trash. It has good gun depression, and then the elevation's a little bit trash. But the two-shot, I mean 430, so that's pretty much 860 in 4 seconds. That's insane. Here is an E50 who looks lost. We aimed that all the way in and still somehow missed thanks to the RNG. Got a nice track shot for 414. I am honestly not sure how that first shot missed. We took our time, we aimed, and sometimes the RNG just gets you. Oh, here comes a big hurry. He bounces 560. We don't quite get our shot out. We were waiting on the reload. Here's the E50 again. Nice 458 roll. Let's see if we can get this second shot out. We're in a really good spot right here. We're kind of using the ground to kind of be hull down into the side of the enemy. But this thing's power to weight is actually really nice. It gets up to its top speed pretty quick. So whenever you need to swarm a Hori, you can do it fairly quickly. He just put on his reactive armor. We're going to see if we can get some shots off on him. We are going to aim it all the way in. Gun bounced a little bit. We only hit for 321, but that's because of his reactive armor. Our next shot killed him with another 321. So we are going to wait for our reload and let our tier 10s move up. And we're going to have a Destiny block us. He is not leveled up all the way. We are going to aim in on the hatch of the Tortoise. A nice 425 roll. We are going to hit him again for 385. Now we are going to try to scoot back. You can see that the reverse speed is... It feels like 10 kilometers an hour. It doesn't feel like 12 to me. We're going to try to scoot back and get a kill shot on the E50. We sure do. So we have one shot. The E100's coming right over. He has the small gun on the E100, which is unique to say the least. So we are going to try to get out of their sight while we get a reload. We get a nice 447 roll, and we already have our other shot. Not sure if we could have made that. And you can see where the gun elevation is kind of a pain in the ass. Here we go back at the E100, trying to aim it in. And missed that. That was kind of on me, but a little bit on RNG. I think if the RNG would have been a little nicer, we could have hit that. We're going to try a side scrape, and we get a nice bounce for 370. Our teammate's going to drive right in front of us. We get a bounce on the rear of 420. And we do not get the kill in the Destiny. We did, it says 3,789, but let's see what the end results say. We obviously won. Yeah, 3,789 with 1,700 even blocked. 2 tanks destroyed, and we damaged 5 tanks. We were second on the team, but we were bottom tier. 12 shots, 11 hits, 10 penetrations, and 642 with a track shot on the Ho-Ri, 441 on the Destiny, 1,050 on the E50 with looks like 2 track shots, 846 on the E100, and 810 on the Tortoise. This is a very good game to showcase the strengths and the weaknesses of the Object 752. There's only 16 hours left while I'm making this video. There's only 16 hours left for in the shop where you can buy this tank for 12,500. That is an extremely good deal. If you do not have this tank, go buy it ASAP. I'm Lord Lizard. I'm out of here. Peace.